Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bus Videos YouTube channel. I'm Bus Videos, otherwise known as More Central, depending on what day of the week and what video you're watching. And welcome to Evesham Bus Station on Yorkshire Counties 3.0. It's been a long time since we were last on this map. We've done quite a lot on Bodenham, so I thought I'd give ourselves a little bit of a rest. I've got another very exciting video planned for the next one, but I thought for now, give ourselves a little bit of a rest from Bodenham. Have a little look at another map that we haven't looked at for a while, and Yorkshire Counties came up and I thought, yeah, that'll do. Something a little bit different. So in front of us we have the lovely Veiling. As you all know, it's one of my favourite buses to drive in game, and I absolutely love driving the B7RLEs in real life when I get the opportunity to drive them. This one today is in the Stagecoach East Midlands Interconnect colours. It's not in the Interconnect colours that the A09s that have transferred from Stagecoach East have gone into. They've gone into the newer Interconnect colours around the 2020 livery design. No, this is the original Interconnect livery, the original when Stagecoach started running it. Roadcar had their own Interconnect colours. Stagecoach then kept the Interconnect branding that is standard around the sort of East Midlands and Lincolnshire. It's used by other operators as well, used by the local sort of council operators and that kind of thing, but then designed their own, and this was the livery that stood for ever since they took them over in 2005-2006 onwards until the introduction of the Stagecoach 2020 livery, when they've slightly reworked the design. I like this livery, that's why I thought we'd give it a go, and we're driving it on the Peak Time X5 service running between here and Ashbury campus. The route itself runs at peak times only. It is scheduled to take us something like, I think, 15-20 minutes. So I have put traffic level on a reasonable sort of level just to get a reasonable idea as to traffic levels at rush hours and peak times, just for a bit of realism. Hopefully won't be too bad and we'll still be on time. It's been a long time since I've driven in OMSI once again. Unfortunately, life is proving to be incredibly busy at the moment, so my apologies that videos are a bit inconsistent. At the moment, I am going to be aiming for once a week. I did want to do twice a week on Thursdays and Sundays. However, at this exact moment in time, as we go up to Christmas, it's just not manageable. I'm just not able to achieve it, unfortunately, and my wholesome apologies for that. I've got quite a lot of other bits that I'm doing, so I'm busy on weekdays. I'm going through these lights, otherwise we'll be there forever. I'm busy on weekdays at the moment, so weekends tend to be my only available times, at which point I am usually filming videos in some shape or form, or very, very rarely actually having the weekend off. For example, next weekend I'm actually not doing anything bus and transport related. I'm having a nice weekend, something related to what I do during the week. I'm making a weekend of it that should be something a bit different. So as we have that in mind, and my personal life and just everything that's going on at present, I have had to make the decision that in order to try and sustain something so we don't have another 2-week gap like we've just had again on this series, it is going to be a once-a-week case. So, as I say, I'm having to prepare stuff at the moment, and once I've got everything prepared for the longer term for the main channel, because of what I'm doing at the moment, what I'm doing currently will take me up to the start of summer. So just for a little bit of context, because it's worth letting you all know, and this is what we do this series for. This is sort of like having a drive, having a natter, talking about some real life buses, talking about events as they've happened, and having just a natter about life. It's not really particular structured. I jump in a bus, I do a route, we see what happens. That for me is quite nice. It's quite nice to the know. So I do have a little bit of a cold at the moment, but we're coping, we're managing. But basically what I'm doing at present, so again, you lot get a little bit of an insight. I'm not going to tell you everything, that would be spoilers. But it's safe to say that Series 2 of Day in the Life of a Bus Driver is now at this point confirmed. It would be incredibly daft after the just sheer popularity of Series 1. Thank you so much for everybody's support. It would be really daft not to do a Series 2, so you'll be incredibly pleased to know that Series 2 is in the production. Now, Series 2 is taking a slightly different approach to Series 1. Series 1 took us with the basics of the fundamentals. We got all the basics in place. Series 2, we are ramping it up. There's a lot more excitement. There's a lot more thrills. There's a lot more different perspectives of the bus industry. And there's a lot more sheer excitement that you will all enjoy. Not last week, the week before, I filmed one of the episodes in the upcoming series. I'm not going to tell you which number. I'm going to leave it all as a surprise. But I showcased one of the companies because I am a casual bus driver. With the other bits that I'm doing in life at the moment, I'm casual. I work for a few different companies. I fill the gaps. So when I say I fill the gaps, I mean some companies don't get as much set work as others. So some companies, like Hulley's, for example, have a lot of set work. All the work that Hulley's do is like set bus routes, bits like that. So they know when they have duties to fill. However, there are also other companies that do other little bits of work that their work may ramp up at certain points and reduce at others. I've been spending a bit of time with them recently, working with those companies incredibly closely. So just to get you all excited, because I can say it now because I have released my Yorkshire buses video. I can say it. It won't be Yorkshire buses in Series 2. I might get a little bit of Yorkshire buses. We'll see how we go. But for now, in Series 2, we are looking at a different operator and a totally different part of the bus industry. It's one of the episodes I'm really excited for. There's also another one around another company. Again, I'm not going to be specific because I don't want to spoil it, where we drive some very exciting buses. There's quite a lot of excitement planned. There's a few sort of set videos as well, so we've got a few where we're going back to basics, doing bits we did in Series 1, chatting about some bits that may have changed, and talking about the change of vehicles over time. I'm lucky enough now to say that I've driven every single vehicle at Hulley's. Hulley's is my main base for locality and consistent sort of reasons. They're my main base at present at the time I filmed this. So I'm pleased to say I've driven all of their vehicles. So now, driving their vehicles and doing all of the routes again, I've done all the routes now at least once. At least once I've done every single bus route. So for me now, it's really exciting to do some of these routes and these duties that I've previously done, some of which are altered, some of which are the same, and discuss what my different perspective is on it. If knowing what the fleet is like now and having driven all the vehicles and having driven all the routes, what's my perspective on them now? What's changed with me? What changed with my habits over time? And how has that reflected into my driving and my perspective of the job and bits like that? All positive, as you'll hopefully be pleased to know, but it is worth revisiting. So again, there will be some bits where we revisit, but we revisit with a different updated perspective, so it'll still be very exciting. As I say, Series 2 is in the production. Series 2 at the moment, although it may be subject to change, is scheduled for release in mid-March. So Series 1 will end at the end of this year. It has been programmed in to finish at the end of this year, and that will be followed by another exciting series that I'm not going to mention in any shape or form. That's a super secret one, so there's no spoilers on that one here today. No spoilers at all. However, once that surprise series is finished, we will then be back with Day in the Life of a Bus Driver from the middle of spring. So lots of exciting stuff to look forward to. I am looking into 2025 being the year that talking buses does return. Unfortunately, practicalities with my life this year has meant that I just wasn't feasibly able to do it. I didn't want to try to reintroduce the series and just not be able to, or the series lapse, like certain series like this. I didn't want to do that because it puts a lot more pressure on me, and it's also a little bit disappointing for you lot when I can't provide series that I've said that I can do and bits like this. That's why a lot of stuff at the moment I'm recording the series in clumps, in groups, so that they are consistent series. So it's like the day in the life of the bus drivers, they can be relatively timeless. And the one thing I noticed with other similar series, because other people do them, and we are going to be looking into very soon, if the series continues to grow as it is, I will be looking into collaborating with other drivers and all of that exciting stuff, so we'll get perspective from other drivers, as I'm because I'm sort of casual, freelance, I tend to sort of do the same things. So because I do the same, there we go. Because I do the same regular things, regular bits of work, I do different contracts. I do quite a lot of rural work, express work, bits like that. It'd be nice to get the perspective of people who are with a set operator, who are potentially, because I work for smaller firms, who are potentially with a big company, and have that perspective of more urban driving to what I have, and that'll be the kind of perspective I would imagine everybody's interested in seeing. So we'll get some collaboration working, see what we can do with that. As I say, it's all in the pipeline. There's lots of exciting bits in the current planning structure. So hopefully everything goes to plan. But as I say, Series 2 is currently in the making. I'm midway through doing that, just to make sure that it is all ready for you all. There were some episodes filmed right up to the start of the series release, but the problem is because, especially at the moment, because of what I'm doing during the week, I'm not doing as much driving, because it's not transport related what I'm doing. That's why this year's just a little bit different for me, and I'm trying to minimalise disruption on the channel. It does mean that I have to start filming, I filmed Day in the Life of a Bus Driver from the end of spring up till the end of summer, and that was a relatively quick turnaround. I'm expecting the turnaround for Series 2 production to take a bit longer, because unlike that, I'm probably able to film a video on the day in the life of bus driver and round that probably every week, or usually 2 weeks every week if I'm lucky. And that's purely because of the work I'm doing, or potentially the work I'm not doing if I've not got the time. Unfortunately, there are times at the moment where I've just not got the availability. I've got other stuff I'm doing. So that's why it's taken a little bit longer to film. That's why I'm saying Series 2 is now in production for March. So there'll still be bits that are quite up to date with March, but there's also the bits that you'll look and you'll go, that looks a bit cold for spring, and that is because it probably has been filmed in November. So just bear that in mind. As I say, it's to ensure that there's a video out every week. So the unique selling point of my Day in the Life of a Bus Driver series is you're guaranteed when the series starts a video every single Sunday. So, oh, we do stop at this one. There we go. I was trying to check my ticket machine because I can't remember how much of a limited stop service this is. There we go. Smooth. So yeah, the unique thing with the Day in the Life of a Bus Driver is, for me, it releases every week. So when we do set it out as a series, it will be a every Friday series, every Friday release. So it makes it more manageable, and it also makes you lot know when you're going to get one of the videos. Again, something I'm quite lucky with this channel is I've grown this relatively okay ability to schedule stuff in en masse and work it all out. So it does mean that even if I'm away for the week, even if I've disappeared off somewhere and I'm not in front of the computer, the power of YouTube nowadays means that I'm still able to release content. So you lot are still able to watch videos at the same times that you expect them all the time. So if you're really excited to watch the next episode of a series like The Day in the Life of a Bus Driver, you know when it's going to release. If you're looking for some just comfort in some backseat videos on a Sunday, you know when they're going to release on the Sunday, you know at the times that they're going to come out, you know what to expect. And if you've had a really rough day and you're looking for something to watch to cheer you up a little bit, you know when videos are going to come out, you know which of the two channels to look at, be it the Ammo Central or the Ammo Bus Videos channel. You know where the content's going to be released, because we're quite lucky in the way that, as I say, when we get OMSI, these OMSI 2 videos out on a Thursday now, it means that there's a video over both channels 7 days a week. So it does mean that 7 days a week, every day of the week, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, there is a video releasing on one of the channels. One of the channels, be it this one or be it the Ammo Central channel, there is a video releasing. So you, by subscribing to both, you are always guaranteed a video, something around transport, every day. So it's always something to look forward to. So hopefully, as I say, that works as an exciting point. Explains why I'm preparing a lot of the videos at the moment a lot more than I usually do. As I say, it's not ideal to prepare them because it does mean they can be outdated and bits like that. But I'm quite lucky that with the series I'm currently working on, they can still be in date, they still have relevance, and as I say, with Day in the Life of a Bus Driver, it's still a very exciting series. You can think of it like a series you get on Channel 4, Channel 5, something like that, like when they did on the Yorkshire buses, something like that. So think of it that way. And it's got a bit more excitement and thrill in it. Bits that they didn't show you during that show. They're the bits I get to show you as well. But anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been quite nice to just have a little drive, have a little conversation as to where we are with the channel, what's going on, what the aim is, what the plan is going forward, because I know a few of you, it does make you interested, and I could do a video where I sit down in front of a camera and go, this is what we're doing with the channel. Or alternatively, I could drive a bus for just over 17 minutes on OMSI 2. We can have a bit of a throw with that, have a little bit of a steady drive, comment on how nice the veiling is. Blooming love B7RLEs. And have a natter that way, and a bit more of a chilled out one instead of having a camera pointed at me and a script in hand. Looks like I'm being held hostage if I did that. But yeah, hopefully it's helped give you an idea as to what we're planning going forward with the channel without spoiling too much. As I say, the series after Christmas, it's going to be probably a little bit more random, a little bit more unexpected. But it was something, and some of you may be able to work this one out, it was something that I trialled over a couple of random videos quite a few months ago. So we're talking about 6 months ago, probably a year ago, something like that. I released about 2 or 3 videos trialling this topic out, and they went down quite well. So I'm going to give it a go as a series because I think there will be interest. But anyway, with all that in mind, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then do be sure to click that like button so that more people can find it and enjoy like you have. And if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the Ammo Bus Videos YouTube channel for more content like this from the simulation section, with, at the moment, videos once a week on a Thursday, but hopefully once I can get a little bit of a pace going again, twice a week on Thursdays and Sundays, as well as an archive of, quite literally, at this exact moment, 7,000 backseat and engine-focused public transport videos from the UK and beyond, with buses, trams, trains and more. There's something in there for everyone, with an additional 21 of those videos added every week. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video, mate. Bye for now. Bye.